You know what? You really know what? At first, this is just going to be a short meme video. And for preface, if you have unfortunately fallen upon my shitty inside joke, I be playing games with my friends and family about my sexuality. Could I be gay? Could I be straight? Could I be snake sexual? They don't know. It's all a part of the act. And now, after years of toying with the emotions of my close friends, years of pain and suffering, the answer within their grasp but taken away, my mind games keeping me 10 miles in front of everyone. They playing with jacks, but I am playing 6D Trivial Pursuits. And I've decided, at long last, I will finally reveal a serious, concrete answer as to where my penis compass lies. And but first you're going to have to sit through my takes on the modern state of sexuality and gender in American society. And no, I'm not about to tell you sailors it's illegal to dock in Uncle Sam's port, or you fishing ladies to stop fishing for clam. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret now. Getting close. Make sure Grandma ain't listening. I'll give you a second. Good. Fun fact, Judeo-Christian values, kind of fucking stupid. And American values really are just conservative dog whistling for, let's impose our poorly aged un-American moral superiority on everyone. Yes, agreeable things are often noted under Judeo-Christian American values, like be nice to your neighbor and don't cheat on your wife and don't kill people. And that's where I'm going to cut you off and say fucking killing's pretty cool, to be honest. But otherwise, yeah, I agree. Jokes aside, if you believe not killing and democracy are ideals only present within an American or Western society, I think you, in the process of clicking this video, you wanted to press Jordan Peterson rapes SJW tranny with facts and logics, but got mixed up. So I'm sorry for the convenience. I'll give you a minute to click off the video. Shut the fuck up. Sexuality, gender, etc. are all concepts that have been coming into question lately, and fortunately plenty of progress is being made to legitimize and educate these points of view to the masses. Like, if 40-something liberal isn't going to go out of their way to understand what a non-binary or a gender fluid is, to them it's a bunch of buzzwords, and if not properly educated on these concepts, they're going to be confused and scared. So when they see some radical progressive spewing off on pronouns, they're gonna feel scared and attacked. So I'm glad to see people my age taking up the task of explaining these concepts in terms that they can understand and relate to. And I think the fact that no major mainstream outlet has deeply gone into modern gender and sexuality politics is somewhat of a double-edged sword. Besides, like, Vice, because they did some citizens debate and everyone was going off on their pronouns or whatever. But that's Vice. On the one hand, it means there's far less of a chance that the media will misrepresent these concepts, but it keeps this information from reaching a larger audience. But ultimately, I do believe the greatest issue keeping these concepts from attaining total societal acceptance is old people and Middle America.
It's Middle America!
How y'all doing?
Oh, pretty good. I understand you got a lot to say to the boys and girls.
Yep, I also want to make some words at them, too.
Well, go ahead.
Well, gilp, a gelp, a hooey, and Texas.
Hey, hang on one sec. Stare at these keys for a sec. Hey, kid, isn't this guy an idiot?
Like all social change, we have to wait for the old skin of bigotry and ignorance to shed away and bring in those that are accepting and educated on these concepts. Then wait for whatever new form of bigotry that guard brought in to melt away. Until we finally get to furry civil rights. Then we can stop until pedophiles start asking for equality.
Oh, wait!
I understand many would stand against my ideas of just wait for it to get better. I understand, however, concepts such as freedom to gender identity and fluid sexuality are too broad and aren't really things that politics can affect. Like I keep saying, it's societal. You can't rally in front of Congress and say, "No marble shittery, let me choose gender identity," or "I frown on your use of pronouns." Obviously, LGBT rights fly under this kind of flag, and those must be continued to be fought for. It's like the civil rights movement. Just because you win in the course doesn't mean people are just going to change the way they've been thinking automatically. We are still reeling from the effects of slavery and Jim Crow laws. The LGBT community I would argue has historically been a far more oppressed community. Most societies then and now have refused to accept them, either ignoring the fact they exist or throwing them to the wayside or actively killing them. They have a mountain in front of them and few tools to climb it. It's easy for me to sit here and say what's wrong and not give answers, but ultimately, I don't have any. A few problems will likely solve themselves and many of the little battles are being won. And we've come really far, and it's hard to go back to that. Say what you will about the ever-loving Don, but he hasn't done any unrepairable damage, and the society battle is being won. Representation and acceptance are obviously at the most they ever will be and likely only continue upwards. We should stay vigilant, however. As confident as I am, you can never be too certain. Keep informing, keep fighting, and trans rights. So why does my fucking nutsack outside? Jesus, it's raining hard. And now, to my wiener compass. What my friends have been looking forward to. And it's really time for me to come out. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is hard for me. I'm snake sexual. Thank you. It's a load off my chest. I'm glad you can all appreciate me for me. Thank you. Good night. Nah, but for real, I'm straight. But I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I'm not someone with a lifetime of experience to tell you solidly what I am. In theory, I'd fool around with a trans woman, but I don't know how I'd react if actually put in front of one. The world is an expansive place, and I presume I'd be open to seeing if my preconceived notions of myself were wrong. I guess that's what college is for. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter that much. So, the takeaways of this video. I'm straight, but questioning it as much as my own friends are. I don't really know shit. And in reality, I'm just sitting here spewing a bunch of faux woke bullshit I got from other people. And I'm a white straight dude. My opinions don't matter. I'm a member of the oppressor. So, if you see me on the streets, please, do the world a favor and kick my dumb ass.
Hush now, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand.